Okay.
Hi, welcome to Defcon Sports Chat. I'm Vern.
I'm Vic, and how you guys doing, man? Welcome to the Defcon Rugby Show. Today's a little bit chaotic once again. Everybody's not feeling too well. Vern. What a weekend of rugby we had, baby.
That was a crap weekend.
No, it was beautiful. I mean, look, I'm going to do the Defcon today because I think we got to be at Defcon too. Because it's holy crap, man. Look, I've got something special coming out on the screen. Guys, bear with me here. Bear with me. The Stormers need a bigger boat, Vern.
Kevin said so.
You need a bigger boat. You need I mean, look. But the problem is, you must probably take the Titanic. That's the problem. Because you guys are going downhill fast now, man.
It's not just listen. Before the season started, we said the Stormers.
Cry me a river before the season. 2 weeks ago, all I heard was we're the greatest rugby team in the world. We're the best ever.
Nobody said that, Nick.
Yes, you did. The mighty Stormers and all this crap.
The mighty Storm. They are the mighty Storm. But at the beginning of the season, we both said they're going to be tough to make the playoffs. They had a great start to the season, and that's just the way it's supposed to be. I mean, I'd rather be in the Stormers position than in the Sharks position.
No, you see now, that's not right. Momentum is everything in sports, and we have got the momentum. We're going up the mountain. You're coming down. You know, that's just a fact.
That's a fact. Okay.
I'm like Algamon. Let me tell you about the facts. There you go. That was a good weekend, man. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Remember the Bulls winning an impressive win there in Edinburgh.
Very good.
I mean, the Lions, a good draw away from home.
That's a bonus point. Fantastic.
The Sharks going into Cape Town Stadium and, just chomming everything that was in front of us. I mean, let's be honest. You guys were never in the fucking game.
No.
From second one, you were not in the game. But look here, talking about all that, I'm going to put out the topics there. We're going to talk URC Top 14 Premiership, Japan League, and a little bit of sevens that is coming up on the weekend. There we go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button because we're on our way to 134,000, which is cool. And if you want to get hold of us and talk more cuck, there at the bottom is the email. There you go. But let's have a look at those URC fixtures. I'll put them on the screen. There you go. I'll run through them quickly. The Ospreys and the Lions, that was a 24-24 on Friday night. You did that game, Vern. Tell us a little bit about that game.
It was... The Lions were so undisciplined. They had so many penalties. It was sad. A lot of yellow cards. If they were a bit more disciplined, it would have been a whole different story. But at the end, I say the draw was good. The draw was a good result for them.
Okay. Then, of course, I did the Bulls against Edinburgh game. Listen here, I had to listen to so much fucking shit on the channel. All the Bulls fans are the worst fans in South Africa. They were all on here. We're gonna lose. I mean, we had people saying, "Stop the game, just give up." I told them they were gonna win. I told them last week they're gonna win. I'm telling you, they're gonna win next week against the Lions. They just don't believe me, man. Listen here, I'm a savant. Believe me.
Listen here, was it Bulls fan or was it just Janre?
No, there's a few of them out there. But you know what? They all have in common. They're Bulls fans. They're all around between 18 and 25 years old. So they haven't done shit in their lives, mommy and daddy's still wiping their ass. That's the problem. No, I was upset. Ooh, I was demurring with those boys. How can you call yourself a fan? How can you call yourself a fan and not back your team?
Yeah.
Then let's have a look at the further games. Munster Dragons, tight one there for Munster, 20-22. Scarlets beating Ulster, that is a surprise.
That was a surprise.
Connacht losing to Leinster, no surprise there, 23-34. The mighty The Sharks beating the Toilet Paper Stormers 19-30. Could have been a lot worse, Vern, if you're honest.
It could have been a lot worse. I want to shout out to Lawrence and Megan. They were both at the stadium and they sent us pictures as well. Thanks, man. Fantastic.
And I got to talk about this one thing. Sasha FM, right?
Terrible.
I mean, love the boy. Love him when he plays for the Springboks. Love him when he does well. I want him to do well for the Stormers as well, but everything. But pundits and people out there, let's just calm down. They act like he is fucking a combination of Andre Pollard and what was the guy there from New Zealand there, the good one?
Dan Carter.
Yeah, they think he's better than Pollard and Dan Carter combined already, together with Donny Gerber and Ray Mort all into one, you know what I mean? And a little bit of Cheslin Colby. He's not.
No, his kicking is atrocious.
He can run, he can pass, he can do all that stuff too. But he's a fly-off.
One or two crazy things that sometimes does well, but at the moment, you don't see anything consistently good from him. So.
Look, I'm going to say something now to Stormer fans. If you would have Percy Montgomery as the number 15, then Sasha is the best player on the planet to have.
Yep.
Because Percy do all the kicking and Sasha can do whatever he wants to do. But he's your fly-off and he needs to kick. I mean, we had a poll out on the weekend and people were saying Jordan Hendricks is a better kicker.
Yep.
Then last but not least, Tebre losing a tight game there to the Warriors. Warriors are now the new number 1. And Cardiff beating Benetton. So let's have a look at the table. Let's have a look at the top of the table there. So the Warriors have dethroned the Stormers. Stormers are now number 2. I think the Stormers will finish in the top 4.
Going to be tight. They've got a very hard schedule, man.
But I think Leinster will be on top of the table. When all said and done, I think Leinster will be on top.
Leinster,
there you go.
Glasgow.
The Lions are in there as well. That's the 3rd best South African team. If we go a little bit further down, look, the Sharks still got a game in hand on some teams, and they're only 1 point off a playoff spot. So big games coming up this weekend. Big games.
Big games, yeah.
The only 3 teams I think that are cooked are Connacht, Scarlets, and Tebre at the moment. Maybe the Dragons. But look, what is going to happen to the Ospreys? Is there any new information coming out? I'm hearing from all places they're only going to play one more game. They don't have money to pay the people. Is this all true? You try to get information, but I don't believe any of this stuff until the Welsh Rugby Federation brings out that information.
Exactly. I would just wait and see. That's all you can do.
That's all you can do. So, good weekend, but listen, we're not going to get into what's coming up next week. We'll do that on Thursday. We do know the Sharks will play at home against the Stormers and the Bulls will play away to the Lions. Oh, no, at home to the Lions. At home to the Lions. So, yeah, I can see a Bulls-Sharks win on the weekend. Going to be very, very interesting. But there was a lot of other rugby out there this weekend, Vern. The top 14. Let me put it out there. I mean, that Bordeaux against Paris game was fantastic. I saw the highlights this morning. 28-33 for Paris. Then Toulon beating Montpellier 30-27. Perpignan gets a much-needed win against Montauban 31-8. Clermont Racing, I don't know why that always comes up. I've changed it 3 times. It's a Racing 92. They beat Lyon 32-27. Bionnais losing to Custers 13-10. Toulouse destroying Paloise, whatever you want to call them, 59-22. And then Clermont against La Rochelle was 32-27. Look, the big boys in the French league are starting to assert their authority.
Definitely, man. That's a statement there from Toulouse. 59-22 against Pau. Crazy stuff, man.
But let's look at the table there. Toulouse is now starting to open up a gap. Paloise, second place. Stade France. Toulon is coming up. I still think the 3 best teams in France are still Toulouse, Toulon, and Bordeaux.
Definitely.
And I think they will make the playoffs, and I think the championship will go through those 3 teams. Then we move on to the Gallagher Premiership, Vern's favourite Premiership, because then he can get to talk about his favourite player, Henry Pollock. Gloucester lost in a tight one against Bath. I didn't expect that. Good game from Gloucester. They lost 26-30. Saracens destroyed Newcastle. Sorry about that. 73-14. Then this is a game. Is this an ice hockey game or what? The Chiefs 3, like the Bears 8. Harlequins got stomped by the Tigers 7-34. And the Guppy Sharks, the Sale Sharks, they lost 29-43 to the Saints. Another good performance there from your boyfriend there, your adopted son, Henry Pollock. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. The table there, Northampton. Yeah, look, they're out in front ahead of Bath, Bristol. Leicester, I also think that'll be the playoffs.
Yeah.
Definitely. But, talking about the English teams and the French teams, of course, I mean, we'll talk more about them when we get into that Investec Cup, into the playoffs. I can't see the Investec Cup not being won by an English team or by a French team. I don't think the URC team can win it. Maybe Leinster.
Leinster can definitely win it, but otherwise...
I mean, we have two South African teams in the competition left, the Stormers and the Bulls. I give the Bulls the better chance of winning it.
Yeah.
Because they've proven now, the last two games, they've proven they can win away from home now. And Al Kakerman has turned into Ackerman again. Dobson. Vern, I told you 2 weeks ago when they fielded that weakened side in the Investec Cup, that was a mistake when they got hammered.
Yeah, but listen here, the Bulls, if you just look at the team, the Bulls have such a quality all over the pitch. The Bulls are definitely favourite.
Then, some crazy results in the Japanese league this week, Vern.
Yeah.
We'll put it out in front of you there quickly. Brave Lupus beating Kubota Spears 24-20. Mia Honda Heat beating Urasao D-Rocks 32-23. Mitsubishi Dynaboars losing to the Black Rams 24-33. The Cannon Eagles losing to Kobe Steel 32-38. The Wild Knights, that was an intense game there. They beat the Sun Goliath 31-30. And the Shizuoka Blue Revs thrashed the Toyota Verblitz 43-19. Talking about the Verblitz, Peter Steph Totoy is back in South Africa. He gets operated tomorrow morning. The doctor called me up, to give me the information. He's being operated tomorrow. Luke de Jager's back in South Africa after his operation. Faf de Klerk is injured. So everybody that's playing in Japan and is a Springbok at the moment is injured. So it's going to be interesting to see.
But funny enough, when this comes Springbok time, they're all fit again.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Luke Shaw.
Yeah. Listen here, Peter Steph was injured last season. The whole time comes Springboks, he's there.
No, I was listening.
If I was the Japanese clubs, I'd be pissed, man.
I was listening to the Japanese podcast on the rugby. You know how many games Peter Steph Totoy has played for club rugby in the last 550 days?
3.
2 club rugby games in 1.5 years. He's played twice. But funny enough, he's always fit for the Springboks.
Exactly. That's something I just don't agree with.
If I'm paying his wages there in Japan, I'm like, nah, Sonny, this is not working for us, man.
I hope they've got good insurance.
They must have. But look, I can't get over this beautiful weekend I just had here. I mean, my sports weekend was fantastic.
Everything went your way.
Don't forget, Six Nations are putting it up there as well. That France-Ireland game, that's a Thursday night game, right, Vern?
Yeah.
We're going to do that together live on Thursday night. That is not this week, next week.
Next week, I'll come to you, man.
All right, I will cook something nice. I thought I got a nice big batch of buffalo wings. I thought like nice buffalo wings, something like that.
Sounds good to me.
There we go. We'll do that game together. That's going to be really good. I'm still going with France winning the Six Nations this year. Because they do have England and Ireland at home.
I still think France. Yeah, I'm right. I'm also with you. I think France does it.
And then, of course, don't forget, Super Rugby. That is also coming up. That starts on the weekend of the 8th. So we're going to be doing that. And, of course, this weekend, the Sevens is in Singapore. So we're going to have a lot of fun with the Sevens this week. Oh, I got another delusional Scotsman. Can you please repeat that? I can't. I'm too sick. I'll vomit if I repeat that.
You know I love Lawrence, but his brain is screwed up, man.
He makes fucking, did you ever see that movie, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
Yes.
He reminds me of that. He's a little bit cuckoo. Scotland winning the World Cup. Scotland
But he didn't fly over it, Nick.
When
He
last did
landed.
Scotland win the Six Nations? Was I
I bet my
born?
house on it.
Huh?
I bet my house on it that Scotland doesn't win the Six Nations.
Listen here. I mean, come on. They haven't won anything in my lifetime, have they?
Not for a very long time, man.
No. I mean, and how the hell is Lawrence Scottish?
I don't know. Some people can pull it out of their arse.
There you go. Well, look,
Like, I'm
Stormers
2%
gonna have to pull
Nigerian.
something out of their arse this weekend.
I'm 2% Nigerian.
Oh, okay. All right. But I'm looking forward to this weekend because, look, Bulls against the Lions, Sharks against the Stormers. That's going to be good. I'm doing the Leinster game as well. Doing the sevens in rugby. We'll see what else happens. The week after that, it's then Super Rugby starts up with a bang. Drua against Mona Pacifica. Ireland against France in Paris. Good game. So we're going to have a lot of stuff going on. But if you're a Sharks fan, you feel good this week. If you're a Stormers fan, buy a bigger boat for the weekend.
A little bit under the weather, yes.
And if you're a Stormers fan, stay out of the water at the moment. Stay on land because you could get chomped by the big great white sharks.
The beaches are off limits.
No, you can stay on the beach. Just don't put your foot in the water. You know? In any case, it's a lot much nicer things walking around on the beach than in the water.
Oh.
The Chiefs are winning. The Chiefs are winning anything. They have bottle jobs. They bottled it 4 years in a row now. Lawrence seems to like these bottle jobs, huh?
Yeah, you know what? See, it's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is. But that's the show for today. Now I am off for a shower, medication, and straight to bed because I got to get fit for tomorrow morning. Big show tomorrow morning again. You got anything to add?
Nothing.
I mean, I know you're speechless basically since Saturday night.
I'm deflated, man.
Deflated. That dinghy got bit by the sharks. I can see it. There's no air in it anymore.
Nah, it's nothing.
Listen, you take one of your favorite little blue tablets that you have. Maybe it'll help you out. And then we'll see each other again.
Freaking migraine. I don't need a blue tablet. I need a headache tablet.
And then don't forget, tomorrow is the Premier League prediction show, so you'll be even more deflated. I must say, my life is really good at the moment. Things are going well for me other than my cold.
That's why. You see, karma comes to get you.
No. This is a test. This is a test from on top, man. Guys, I'm off. I got to go get medication. There you go. Ciao, ciao.